there again. This is Sheila E. from Tennessee, and I'm in my kitchen, in Mam's kitchen. That's what my grandbabies call me, is Mams or Mammy, and I just love it. I don't care what they call me, as long as they call me. I'm going to try to do a cornbread salad, but it's going to be a simple cornbread salad, and it's going to be my way. Okay, so we're not going to put pinto beans in it. I may open a couple cans of Lux pinto beans and put them on the side so we could have cornbread salad and some pinto beans. How would that sound? And maybe some slaw, you know, on the side. Whatever else I can find. I've got some leftover carrots. We could do that on the side. So what I'm going to start with, we're going to do this in layers. I made some pan of cornbread. We're just going to crumble it up. It's still warm. And we're going to put that, let me get you where you can see me, guys. All right, can you see me right there? Okay. All right, we're just going to crumble this cornbread up, and we're going to make layers. So this is going to be our first layer, is going to be our cornbread. And this is a cold salad. So this is not something that you would have to put in the oven and bake. Now, people do put bacon in it. I've got some real bacon bits over there. I've not decided yet if that's what I want to do. But anyway, we've got one layer right here, and I'm going to put my cornbread right back here. And I was going to tell you what I've got. I've got some leftover peas. You see that right there? I've got some leftover corn and some leftover cream corn. Now, people would say, oh, that's not going to be good. Oh, yes, that's going to be good, because I'm going to add this little dab of corn that's have butter in it, and I'm going to put that in with my cream corn. Cream corn is just butter and flour and a little bit of milk. I mean, that's going to be so good. This is going to be my way. So we've got peas, we've got corn, we've got cornbread. I'm going to mix up about a cup of mayonnaise. We'll let you go ahead and see me right there. It's going to be about a cup of mayonnaise, and we may have to make a little bit more because this is going to go over it. And then we're going to do about a cup of sour cream, and I've got the Daisy sour cream and the JFG mayonnaise, and then we're going to give it a squirt or two of ranch dressing. Now, a lot of people use dry ranch. That's fine. You use whatever you want. So that's a cup of mayonnaise, a cup of sour cream, and about a squirt or two of the ranch dressing. I'm going to put another cup, because that don't look like it's going to be enough. I'm going to put about a tablespoon there. And we're going to go over here and get a tablespoon of this sour cream. Another tablespoon. So it's a cup and it's about a cup and a tablespoon, and a cup and a tablespoon of sour cream, and a cup and a tablespoon of mayonnaise. And then I'm going to do another squirt, which when I do that, that's probably going to be a good tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. That's going to be about 4 tablespoons of ranch. And then I'm going to put some garlic powder in this to your taste. That's probably about a teaspoon. I'm going to put a little bit of oregano just because I like oregano. I don't like it, I love it. I love oregano. Like I said, this is going to be Sheila E's cornbread salad my way. So I'm going to put some black pepper, and I'll try to put this on the descriptions too, guys. And the only reason I'm going to put some salt is because I'm going to add some tomatoes. Alright, so there we go. I'm not going to put, I was going to put some jalapeno peppers or some cayenne, but I want you to see what I got here. I've got some Rotella with chilies, and that's going to be one of our layers. I've not decided if I'm going to put any of that dill relish, but we are going to use some Fiesta cheese. That's a mixture of all kinds. It says it's a shredded Monterey Jack, cheddar, queso, and quesadilla. I can't even say that. And okay, it's got 4 or 5 different types of cheese in it, and that's what I like. I love any kind of cheese. So what we're going to start at was our cornbread. I've got these green onions here, or some people call scallions. We got these out of our garden. I'm going to go ahead and chop those, give them a rough chop. Get my knife rinsed here. And like I said before, I wanted to say hi. I've got a few new viewers, and I just love it, and I appreciate you so much. If you got something you'd like me to try, I'll be glad to give it my best shot. Not that I'd be good at it, but we'll try. So what I'm going to do here is just, I'm giving these onions, or what some people call scallions, just a rough chop. It's not going to be a fine chop. There'll be a little piece or two of onion in it. Hold on just 1 minute. Alright guys, I'm still continuing to give a rough chop to these onions. Like I said, these onions my husband got out of the garden. They're winter onions. They've been in there all winter and they come up, so we're eating them now. And I think it's just where you transplant, you keep your heads in there, you transplant them, and then they come up early spring, or I'm not sure if you can eat them just in winter time or not. I'm not sure about that. I'll have to find out. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take our dip that we made with mayonnaise, sour cream, and ranch, and some black pepper, and a little bit of salt, and some garlic powder. So we're just going to do this right here. We're just going to put dollops over top of this cornbread. And it's probably going to make about 2 layers. So we're going to be generous with this. Now this is my way of making it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some corn, a layer of corn. And we're going to do this in dollops too. I try not to throw nothing away. I try to figure out what I can do with it that still tastes good and eatable before I have to throw it away. You know, there's too many people in the world that's going without food for us to be throwing away what we throw away. I'll put 1 more spoonful up here. Okay, and then I'm going to get a spoon and put some peas. I'm going to put a few peas. Just sprinkle around. You can make your own cornbread salad the way you want to. If you don't like peas, don't put peas in it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take 1 can of this Rotella. And I've tried to drain that as best as I could. Let me drain some more. No, I drained the other can. I hadn't drained this one yet. And then I dropped some in the floor. Let me try to get that up. I tell you, it's just hard to cook without making a mess, ain't it? So I've got this Rotella tomatoes, diced tomatoes with green chilies. And we're going to start adding that. That's already looking good, guys. And if you could smell all these things coming in together, it smells really good, because that cornbread was warm when I put it in there. So you know it's going to soak up all those flavors. And like I said, a lot of people put a can of pinto beans or black beans or some kind of beans. I've just decided to not put the beans and just put the beans on the side. So that's what I'm going to do with that. So, and I'm going to put just a few of this regular. This is regular diced tomatoes, and they're a little bit bigger. That now looked like it had the skin on it. No, it didn't. I am going to go ahead and put some salt on these because they don't have any salt. I tasted that one and it has no salt whatsoever. So we're going to put a little bit of salt. That's more than a little bit, but I can't hardly stand tomatoes with no salt. So then we're going to take a handful of our onions that's chopped and we're going to scatter them all over. And that's the green and the white chopped up. More of the green. All right, let me wipe my hands off. Now, what we're going to do is take our cheese. Now let's go over. We've got cornbread. We've got our creamed corn and corn mixed. You can use your regular corn. I just had it in the refrigerator. We've got mayonnaise, sour cream, ranch dressing, black pepper, and oregano in there. That we got a layer of that. We've got a few peas. We've got a can of Rotella diced tomatoes with chilies. We got a few regular tomatoes. And then we put some salt and we put onions. And so now we're starting on another layer. This layer here is going to be a layer of cheese. And you want to be generous with your cheese. That's the reason I buy these big old bites when they have them on sale. Buy them and put them in your freezer, guys. You can keep them in your freezer. Lay them out in the bottom of your refrigerator when you want them to unthaw. They'll keep for a year or longer, probably 2 or 3 years, as long as they're in the freezer unopened. You want to cover all this, and then we're going to try to get a small layer on top of this. I thought this 9 by 13 pan would be big enough, but I guess not. So, all right, we're going to start and try to put the rest of our stuff on here. We're going to start with more cornbread. So we've got cornbread. My husband loves cornbread, so I think he's ate cornbread salad before. I never have made one. We've eaten them at homecomings at church and stuff, and I've loved them. And then when I start looking for recipes, there are some things that they put in there that we don't like. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to do it the way with the things that we like, and that's what you do. You do it with the things that you like, and it will turn out perfect. And I always ask God to bless it. Bless the ones who eat it. And he always does. He's just worthy. He's good to us. Jesus is so good to us, and he puts an angel around us. Did y'all know that y'all have at least one angel around you all the time? You know, there have been times that you could been in an accident and something happened that you don't even know what happened, that you wasn't. And there's times that sometimes we're late, and the reason we're late is because he's protecting us from something. So what I'm going to do, I've got my cornbread. I'm going to put the rest, I'm going to put a layer of this mayonnaise, sour cream, black pepper, oregano, and ranch dressing. And they say to let this set and let all that soak through it. Like I said, if you don't like peas and you want to put pinto beans or black beans, or if you want to put rice, I saw one recipe that had rice in it. So you could put rice, and that sour cream stuff is just wanting to smear everywhere, all over that cornbread, isn't it? That's all right. It'll be good anyway. That'll be good anyway. All right. Try to smooth it down without tearing my cornbread up there. Wanted to stick to it. All right. I'm not going to put any more peas. I am going to put another row of this right here. I'm going to get rid of the rest of this corn. I'm about to come to the top of my... And by the way, my husband loved that ham salad. I hope y'all try that. It is so good. You can use a food processor, but if you've got one of them little onion choppers, it works just fine. That's what I used. I've got a new one that's a little bit bigger, but I've not had it out yet to use, so I use my things so they don't work no more. And that's still working, so it's just fine for me. How about you all? So that we've used all of our corn. I'm not going to put any more peas. I'm going to put the rest of my onions. Oh, I need to put some more tomatoes. I need to put some more Rotella, because this has got our tomatoes and our chilies in it. And that's what's going to give it a really good taste. Trying not to put the juice. You know, I think I may just put this in the oven for a few minutes. What do y'all think? I've never seen a cornbread salad that goes in the oven, though. That might be a mistake with that mayonnaise in there, mightn't it? Or we'll just let it set and let it soak, and then we'll eat it. So that's 2 little cans of Rotella. Drain. Don't put the juice in it. Try to get all the juice out of it that you can. And then when you're putting it in here, just try to not put the juice in, just the tomatoes and the chilies. Boy, it's smelling so good. I believe that's all we're going to be able to get out of that. All right. So we've got that now, and we've used all that. I'm not going to put the pickle relish. Decided not to do that. That right there. I am going to put a little bit more salt because of those tomatoes. I'm going to put a little bit of oregano on top of that. I love oregano. I'm done with my sour cream. So we're going to put that to the side. And I'm done with my mayonnaise. And I've got a big old English cucumber over here too that I'm going to cut up and have for supper just on the side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the rest of my onions. Don't that look good? Oh, all those flavors, I can smell them. All right. Okay, put that in the trash and rinse my hands off again. All right. Get my water out of the way there. You can see. And so we're going to top it off with some more cheese. And I may just stick it in the oven long enough just to melt that cheese on broil. You do it ever how you want to do it. I'm going to see if I can't melt this cheese just a little bit on top. That looks wonderful. Does that not look good, y'all? I told you it's going to be Sheila E's way. Just a little bit more because I love cheese. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is clean this mess up right here. And I'm going to stick it in the oven on broil. And then I'm going to come right back and show it to you, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, guys, it's been in there about 3 or 4 minutes. That's all it's been in there on broil. And I'm fixing to get it out and show it to you. I just wanted to melt the cheese on top. That's all I wanted to do. And I want you to look at here. Num, num, num. You see all that? See those layers? Look at this, guys. Just out of my leftovers with some cornbread. What do y'all think about that? Huh? Don't that look wonderful? Look at the layers. Let me turn it around where you can see the other side too. Smells so good. All I done was just stick it in the oven long enough to melt that top layer of cheese. Does that not look good? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. All right, guys, let me put you back here. I'll take a couple pictures, and then when I put some in a plate, well, I'll show you what it looks like, okay? I might just go ahead and do that now so you can see, okay? Let me take some pictures first, and then I'll put some in the plate for you too, okay? This is Sheila E. from Tennessee with Cornbread Salad My Way. Always give God glory, praise, and thanks, for He is worthy. Always smile, and always remember God loves you. All right, until I see you again, Sheila E. from Tennessee.